For over 65,000 years, Indigenous communities, also known as Aboriginals of mainland Australia and Torres Strait Islanders of the 274 islands located north of Australia, have used hunting and fishing practices. The diverse landscape of the country led some groups to move daily while others remained in fertile areas for extended periods of time. The sustainable nature of constantly changing locations and obtaining food when necessary maintained harmony between the people and the land. The controversy that arises in today's world is the role of government regulations on dugong hunting and finding a balance between abiding by conservation efforts and the Indigenous people's right to continue hunting as their ancestors have for thousands of years. Conservation concerns have driven a debate over the Torres Strait Islanders' right of hunting dugongs. Dugongs are listed as vulnerable globally on the International Union for Conservation of Nature. Dugongs are particularly threatened due to their reproductive nature. They mature slowly and females reach their breeding age at around 10 years old. Because of this and the low reproductive rates, the threat of extinction is heightened. In addition, dugongs will produce fewer young if they encounter stressors in their environment. In recent times, climate change has made a devastating impact on marine habitats, increasing the number of cyclones and floods and thus slowing down reproductive rates even further. In Queensland alone, the population has been decreasing by 5.7% every year since 2005. The dugong population in the Torres Strait is stable and has been for centuries. However, it has been questioned whether a complete ban on dugongs should be enforced to address the concerns about the declining global population. The traditional dugong hunting practices of the Torres Strait Islanders are crucial for preserving their cultural heritage and reflect advanced knowledge systems developed over a millennia. Dugong hunting is legal, sanctioned under 211 of the Native Title Act 1993, since it is not only a cultural pillar but also a practice grounded in sustainability. Over the past 30 years, rigorous monitoring has consistently shown stable dugong populations, affirming the effectiveness and sustainability of these harvesting practices. This hunting tradition is intertwined with the Torres Strait Islanders' culture, vital for maintaining kinship, social structure, and ceremonial purposes, as well as providing crucial protein sources in regions where fresh food is scarce. Education within the community ensures that hunting practices are guided by a thorough understanding of dugong behavior, movement, and breeding patterns. This approach balances the preservation of cultural traditions with the conservation of the species, reflecting the islanders' profound connection to their marine environment. Since Indigenous groups have been long stewards of their land and have a deep awareness of their local ecosystems and the complex relationships, we must promote and safeguard Indigenous knowledge. Their sustainable methods, which are based on reciprocity and interdependence, provide insightful information for more effective and regenerative resource management and conservation. Amendments to the current laws and regulations would address the prevalent issues of climate change and the resulting accelerated global population declines. It is essential to uphold Indigenous cultures while also ensuring the population health of the dugong. To get involved in the conservation and support of Indigenous rights, it is essential to expand your knowledge of the diverse histories and cultures of the Indigenous peoples. The Australian Institute of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Studies is a great resource to learn more about the hunting practices of the Indigenous community.